Welcome back to Drawn Outdoors TV. Today we are going to be talking about one of the most loved and hated companies. I wouldn't say the companies, but products in the hunting world. We're talking about Sitka, as you can tell. I have a decent amount of Sitka gear now. I'm not one of those people that has it all. It's very expensive, so I can't afford to just go buy it all. But I have learned that there are pieces that are worth it, pieces that are maybe so-so. I still don't have a ton, but I've got a couple of the systems. So I'm gonna talk about the Stratus versus the Fanatic today. We'll talk about how I layer them, what I like about them, what I don't like about them. So let's dive into the Stratus versus Fanatic. All right, so first let's talk about the Stratus set. I have the Stratus pants. Very comfortable. Honestly, the most comfortable pants I've probably put on. Actually, I do have the mountain pants from Sitka as well. They're my early season pants. Those are extremely comfortable. And then you have the Stratus jacket to go with it. Now the pants come in a pants or bibs option. I went with the pants because I've pretty much always just worn pants for the most part. Having said that, now that I've started actually saddle hunting some, I think I would have probably preferred the bibs. One reason why is these pants, you can walk in them and do some mobile hunting, but the material on these is very soft. And if you're hunting anywhere in an area that has thorns or burrs or anything like that, your pants are going to catch them all, along with the jacket. So that's one downside to this. I mean, they truly are meant for being up in a tree or in even a ground blind, I guess. But they're really meant to be up in a tree. That's why the pattern, which is the elevated 2 pattern, is meant for looking up into the sky. So when the deer look at you, that's why the pattern is like that, because it's supposed to be they're looking up and seeing you in the sky, silhouette type thing. That's why the colors are different than your traditional camo. The jacket is very comfortable, great. I ended up going with the large tall for the jacket. I tried on a large and it felt just a little bit tight in the shoulders. For reference, I'm 6'2", about 190 pounds. But just in the shoulders, I felt a little bit of tightness, especially when I would do the draw back motion. I noticed it, so I went with the large tall, and that helped get rid of that issue. So large tall for me at 6'2", large pants for me at 190 pounds, 6'2". Pants fit great, no issues there. Definitely would not do the tall in the pants because they're plenty long as just the regular ones. I like they've got this nice belt that comes on them, really easy to go on and off. One thing that's nice is they've got this like kind of rubber material on the inside so they don't fall down on your waist, kind of hold there really well. A lot of the Sitka pants have those, which is nice. They've got pockets on the front with also a zipper side pocket on both sides. Really no issues with the pants, really like them. Pants are great, very comfortable, very, very warm. Going to the jacket, it's nice because it is lightweight. It's not very thick, so it's not bulky on you, especially for bow hunters. So that's a big bonus. The hood is really nice. You can take it off, or put it on. It's got this cool like hearing mapping. So even when you have the hood up, you're supposed to be able to hear really well even with the hood up. So that's a pretty cool feature. I do take it off sometimes, but it is nice to have. Obviously the Stratus and the Fanatic set both have windstopper in them, which is one of the main reasons I got Sitka, was because where I hunt, it's generally very windy. And when you get a cold wind, it just cut right through my clothes. And so I just got tired of getting cold. My biggest complaint about the Stratus jacket is it is not warm enough. So I generally wear either the Fanatic hoodie or like a merino wool and the Fanatic hoodie and then the jacket. And honestly, once it gets down into like the 30s, if it's breezy, it's just not enough. Now I am thinking about getting like an ambient jacket this year. Where that has that Prima Loft. It's supposed to be a warmer jacket, and layering that underneath this Stratus jacket, so that might be a big plus and big bonus. But again, so you have these layering options, but do you want to have too many layers on? That's kind of one of the biggest questions you want to ask yourself. I tend to not like to have as many layers on and make it a little more comfortable. So that's probably my biggest complaint about the jacket is even though it has the windstopper, it's just not that warm of a jacket. I thought it was going to be warmer. Down to 40, it's pretty comfy and you're good to go. But once you start getting below 40, if there's a breeze, I'm starting to get a little bit chilly. So again, I might be able to fix that with layering better, but with wearing 2 layers beneath it and I'm still getting cold, I don't know. It's not the trade-off exactly I want. I would rather only have to wear 1 layer or 2 layers, like 2 light layers, and be really comfortable. So that's my only complaint really with the Stratus, is it's just the jacket's not quite as warm as I expected. The pants, on the other hand, I wore these down to like the teens with just a merino wool base layer, and I was plenty warm. Had no issues at all. Very comfortable, very warm. Have no issues with that. Love the pants for sure. All right, now we're moving on to the Fanatic. So Fanatic is unbelievably warm. I don't know how you could ever get cold in this. I mean, it would have to be really, really cold and with no layers underneath to get cold. I wore this down below 0 last year, and I mean, I think I had maybe a sweatshirt on underneath, and I literally still just wore my merino wool leggings underneath the bibs. Never cold. Some cool features on the Fanatic jacket. I don't really want to put this on because it's really hot in here, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'll show you how the Fanatic jacket works. So one of my favorite things about the Fanatic jacket is it has this side zip. So it zips up from the side over here, and it has a built-in hand muff here, not just like a regular, like, you know, hoodie. It's actually like insulated and warm, so you don't have to carry another hand muff around you. You're good to go. It's got the pouch on top too, so that's one big feature, is you just got it built right in and you're nice and comfy. It's another thing that's cool is it's got this magnet over here. I mean, this was designed for bow hunters, so now it keeps this down. You can also buy this in a left-handed version, so if you're a left-handed shooter, it would be on the other side. So it keeps that down, so when you draw back, it's not, you don't have a collar in your way, you don't have to worry about your bowstring hitting. It keeps that down, keeps it nice and tight, you're good to go. Another thing that's cool is it has this body mapping here. So on that same shooting arm, it doesn't have the thick, fluffy fleece on the outside. It's got a tighter material here, so you don't have to worry about your bowstring hitting. So again, this was designed for the bow hunter, you know, up in a tree stand. So that's a really nice option. For as less bulk as it has, it's so warm. It's incredible. Having the wind stopper in it and just enough of that insulation, it's just, you can't get any better, honestly, in my opinion, of the jacket. The only thing I wish it had more of was some more pockets. So you have the hand muff, and then you have the zipper pocket here, but there's no other pockets. You don't have side pockets like you would, you know, in a regular coat. Like the Stratus has the regular side pockets, and then it's got chest pockets. This does have this little pocket here. It's actually meant for a grunt tube. So the grunt tube, you actually don't have to pull it out. It's got this little webbing here. You can literally just grunt in it. I don't know, it's kind of cool, but that's the only thing I do wish, is I wish there was some other pocket on it just for a little bit more storage, but I live without it just fine. Having the built-in hand muff is super great. And again, super comfy, super warm, never gonna have issues. I usually just layer just either the Fanatic hoodie or just a merino base layer, and that's all I ever wear. I like never wear anything more than that. I would be sweating. Half the time when I'm going to the stand, I don't even wear it because it's so hot. So, especially if I'm walking, I'm not wearing it if I'm walking. If I'm on my e-bike, then sometimes I'll just wear it anyway because it's a little cooler depending on the day. I don't wear this until it gets below 30 degrees. Like, I really don't. It's just too warm at that point. But great jacket, love it. Absolutely worth every penny. I'm gonna take it off because I'm sweating so bad. All right, on to the bibs. The bibs, again, just like the jacket, are phenomenal. They're so incredibly warm. You're never gonna get cold. I don't know how you could, but you know, I guess it's possible. Just would have to be really, really cold. Couple features that are nice. It has the zippers that go down on the legs, as well as ones that go all the way down. So when you're walking, you know, you're sweating normally. I usually zip those down, get those wide open, and then helps keep your legs cool so you don't sweat a whole bunch while you're walking. So that's an awesome feature. And then also it's got pockets in the front of both legs. So it's got a regular like cargo pocket with button snaps, and then it's got a little pocket in the front, something that would like hold your phone or something like that. And then it also has a side zipper pocket, and it's got that on both legs. So really nice feature. It's kind of got the same idea of the body mapping. So once you get down to the pockets on the legs, it goes back to that tighter material that's smoother, so it doesn't catch as much burrs and stuff. So it's a better material for when you're walking. You hopefully won't catch as much thorns and burrs and all that crap. And then up top, it's got the fleece again, which is really nice. It also does have some side pockets up here as well. So a lot of pockets, a lot of storage, which is awesome. You can just carry, you don't have to carry as much stuff in a pack. I just carry a whole bunch of it in the pockets, you know, and makes it easy. Got obviously the suspenders. I got the large on the jacket and the large on the bibs. Both fit perfect. Have no issues with that. Again, absolutely great system. When it's cold, when it's under 30 degrees and you are somebody who does get cold easily, get the Fanatic, no doubt. The one thing I will say is one of my favorite setups this past season was I actually wore the Fanatic jacket and the Stratus pants a lot. And I don't know why that is. My legs tend to not get as cold as my upper body, and the Stratus pants just kept me warming up, no problem. So I did wear that system a lot, was Fanatic jacket and Stratus pants. And that's another reason that, you know, the bibs would be nice on the Stratus. So that's something I might upgrade at some point. But for now, I'm just gonna stick with the Fanatic jacket, bibs, pants, you know, I got the whole setup, which is great. But I did like that setup. The one thing that's nice about the Fanatic bibs though, is it has all of the storage. The Stratus doesn't have as much storage in pockets and stuff like that. So that's one downside to the Stratus pants over the Fanatic bibs. But all in all, a great system. You can't go wrong with either one. I would just definitely recommend, if you're going under 40 degrees more often, like down into the 20-30 range, you definitely want the Fanatic jacket over the Stratus jacket. The Stratus jacket just is not near as warm as I thought it would be, especially with that wind stopper. It's just not near as warm. So definitely recommend getting Fanatic jacket unless you're going to be hunting, you know, 35 and above all the time. If you're going below that, that's when you're going to start to get cold with that Stratus jacket. There's so many different variations and systems you can do with Sitka products for every different type of hunt. A lot of times you just kind of have to experiment with it. There are some buy-sell trade pages on like Facebook and stuff like that, which is cool. I'm on one of those and see people doing stuff all the time like that. So yeah, there's definitely things I could add or change to my system that might make certain things better. These are just the setups I have at the moment that I've really enjoyed. Like I said earlier, I do have the Fanatic hoodie as well that I wear underneath both of these. The Fanatic hoodie is not bad. I don't mind it. It's a little tight in the sleeves, which is, I think, designed for, you know, the bow hunting purpose, trying to stay tight, but just not quite as comfortable, and it's not as warm as I expected it to be. One thing to note is I'm a budget hunter. I don't pay full price for this stuff. I wait till there's sales. I'm not spending the, you know, $700 something on the Fanatic setup. It's just not me. I'm not rich, and I wait till they have those 25% off sales, or every once in a while like 40% off sale, and try and jump on that stuff. I'm just not the person that's going to be paying full price for it. Also, I'm not sponsored by Sitka, probably never will be, but again, really do like their products. That's why I'm reviewing them today. Hopefully this gives you guys a little bit more insight and an idea of what kind of setup you might be happy with. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'll gladly answer them as best as I can. Well, that's all I got for today. Hopefully this helps you guys out trying to decide between Stratus or Fanatic, or maybe a little of both. Both great systems. These are just my experiences with them, and this is just the setup that I like. Usually Stratus pants or bibs if you have them. Fanatic jacket. Just depends on the temperatures, but hopefully this helps, and thanks for watching. We'll have some more reviews and hopefully a couple hunts coming up soon. So see you next time.